think we're good. Hello. Sorry, I was still wrapping up some setup stuff. Ah! Hurt myself twice. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Monday evening. We are here today a little bit early. Technically, the tournament's not for another hour, but we're gonna be getting ready to run the champions meeting finale. I low-key am kind of surprised that I made it to the final stage, but we did. I got there with, in the end, I think right now I have, let's see, 33.8 plus 30. I have about a 64% win rate, which is not bad. Mind you, in round 2, I think my win rate was a lot closer to like 50%. Because I went, let me think. I think the first day went pretty badly. It went like 2, 1, 2, 3. So that would be 8 out of 20. But then the second day, I think went like 3, 3, 2, 3 or something like that. So that'd be like 11. So I think I might even have a below 50% win rate for round 2. It's close. Somewhere in that vicinity. And so I think that it is probably not the most likely that I will out and out win. But with a little luck, I think we could get it. I think it's possible. Also, I just thought of something I wanted to do. I'm going to add a hashtag to my video. I doubt it will make any difference, but we're now hashtag Umamusume in the description. Insane. Take me back to the 2010s, baby. Big hashtag. In the meantime, while we wait for it to actually be time to go, I think I'm just gonna do some parent runs. See what I can grab. Right now, I believe my best parent is still... Where's my 2-speed nature? This one with like a ton of white sparks. I'm in the white spark grinding phase for the Gemini Cup, trying my best to get a good deck going, get some good parents up. I wanna get a better win rate next champions meet. I think there's a shot today. I think there is a universe where we actually win. But I think I can do a lot better going into the next one. So I'm trying my best to see what I can pull off in regards to that. I've also been kind of trying to think about what banners I want to go for. So I was watching this really long, thorough video about pretty much like a banner guide for the next year. And I mean, in some ways, I actually kind of didn't care what the guy giving advice was saying about like what to save up for. Because saving enough carrots to pull for pity is so hard. Like it takes so long when you're free to play, right? And so I'm not as worried about pulling to pity on a lot of stuff, I think. Something I kind of am still considering is like, would I rather wait one champions meet to improve my cards? So here's sort of what it boils down to. There is a good speed card coming soon called Shinko Windy. It's an SR card, so it's not too rare. And it'll have like a rate up banner after the Gemini Cup. So I would have to use whatever I already have for the Gemini Cup. And then going into the champions meeting after that, I could do something else. Alternatively, I could consider going and pulling for like the Silent Suzuka banner about like a little under a week before the Gemini Cup, and then try and have better cards to train my aces with, like right around that point. Because, you know, I think that getting some limit breaks on Silent Suzuka would be a nice bonus if I were to hit anything. But I don't know, there's like so many considerations when it comes to like how do you want to spend your limited pulls when you're free to play, since like nothing is guaranteed anyway, you know what I mean? I'm even kind of thinking I think I want to pull for Seiyun Sky, not even because she's like a meta like character to have as a parent or whatever. I also just like Seiyun Sky. I just like her vibe. I think that it would be fun. So I might pull for Seiyun Sky, but I haven't decided yet. There's too many decisions. There's so many choices, and at the same time, there's like nothing. It's so much harder than when I was playing Honkai Star Rail, I feel like, because I'm still relatively inexperienced with gacha as like a genre. I don't normally, or at least I didn't used to normally play gacha games. It's kind of a newer genre for me to be checking out. And Honkai Star Rail, I mean, the pity system's not that bad. You know, you don't need that many pulls, and you only need to hit the character once, right? Like, if you get one copy, that's good. This game is so tricky because you have to like pull a billion copies of everything. It just makes it sort of like you have to debate a little bit more about like how much do you really care about optimizing for getting pity, because pulling all the way to pity in this game, it is so many pulls, dude. It's low-key unreasonable. So it's kind of like, if I don't expect to get a bunch of SR pulls anyway, I might as well just pull for like whatever if I'm just trying to get regular cards in a stronger capacity than I already have them. So I might even like do a 10 pull at the end of today, because I'll have enough after we run the Champions Meeting Finals. After Champions Meeting Finals, I think I'll definitely have enough for a 10 pull. So I might do a support card 10 pull after that, see what I get. Fun conditions, Nishino Flower. Ow. That's okay. But yeah, I think I probably will pull just because, I don't know, I want to try and get a better set of cards for the next Champions Meet. It would be really nice if my speed cards didn't stink. Outside of like Kira-san Black. I have Kira-san Black at 3, which is quite good. And Sweep Tosho. I mean, I have some stuff that was pretty lucky. But I also feel like I'm missing out on like that last piece that I need to build something like properly strong. You know what I mean? If I had gotten lucky with Super Creep, that would have been serviceable too, but can't win them all, can't win any of them, except for winning Champions Meet. Maybe we can win Champions Meet. Ooh, 5th place, hopeful stakes. Not the best start. That's okay, Grass Wonder. You can do it. You can turn it around. I believe in you. Yeah, I was watching the ginormously long banner guide earlier. I think it was legitimately like a full hour of this guy just like talking about every single banner coming up, how it relates to like the upcoming Champions meets, and the and also how it relates to like the future scenarios. It was interesting, you know. It was interesting to kind of listen to people who played the game before it got the global release talking about what kind of stuff is optimal, because I feel like I fall somewhere in the middle where I have fun like try-harding the game and trying to pull on optimal stuff and win the champions meets and whatnot. But I also feel like I'm not willing to like play with really suboptimal stuff for a very long time just because like, oh, if I wait, there's like a really good banner that I might be able to save to pity for and try and like fish my odds to be as good as possible. It's just tricky. It's just tricky to have that much like patience. I think patience is really what it boils down to. Like, part of the fun of gacha is getting to pull and then use whatever you get, even if you're not like balling and buying stuff all the time. I feel like it's fun, you know. Maybe I'll end up pulling Sakura Chiono and I'll just be like, wow, that's not that useful. But maybe I probably won't, right? If I'm not gonna hit pity anyway, it doesn't really matter if I pull on like whatever the current banner is instead of the next one. Hey TND, hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Did you make it into Group A finals, TND? I feel like a lot of people did, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much. I'm kind of curious what the percentage is for people that won their way in. 'Cause I was kind of surprised that I got it in some ways. But I mean, I did get a good few rounds where I won 3. I just got none where I won 4 or more. Don't think I did? Ah, that's tough. It was hard. Some of these people, they had good teams, man. Like, some of these people were scary to go against, for real. I think my win rate in round 2 Group A was probably somewhere around like 45–50%. So I might win today, but I don't know. I'm really not sure if it'll I think I have to get lucky, basically. I think with a little bit of luck, I could totally win the final, but I also don't expect to win the final. I expect that I'll probably, to be honest, I'll probably get 3rd. It would be dope if I got like even 2nd, but you know, I also think that it would be unsurprising if I got like a very average finish. But I mean, the nice thing is, like, just by getting into Group A, the rewards are pretty good no matter what. So I can appreciate that at least. Oh, what is this one? Is this one? Guts, yeah. Move down event. Yeah, outside of Umamusume, I've been playing Pokemon Unite again. I fell back down the rabbit hole. Yo, I was messaging Echo the other day. I probably got a message Shiny later too. The 3 of us were playing. It's really fun. But I got back to Master Rank, and I messaged Echo this morning. I was like, you know how I know that I've fallen all the way back down the rabbit hole again? Is that last night I hopped on the game by myself, like after everybody else like got off, and I played on my alt account to get it so that I could play with them again, because my main account is too high ranked for playing with Echo now. As soon as I got to that point, I was like, oh no, I'm all the way back in the rabbit hole, aren't I? But I'm having fun with it at least, yeah. I wanna bring it back on stream, because I remember we used to do like some viewer lobbies with it back in the day, and it was fun. Outside of that, I was really enjoying watching the Hololive concert that happened, All For One. I am part of Free Gang. I did not watch either of the days in full, but I did enjoy the like free segment of both. I don't know if any of you guys saw it. It was really good. I don't know. I like seeing them all together. I remember when I first listened to the new song, to All For One. I liked it, but I wasn't sure if I was like crazy about it. But it sounded so good live. Like, as a unit, that song works so well. I liked it a lot. I also... I really wish that I could have seen Toa's performance, because I really liked Toa's birthday live. I love her music. And I think it would have been really funny. I keep seeing her posting about stuff, and I have FOMO. There was also... I remember Toa just randomly tweeted, "I'm walking here, New Yorker." And I thought that was so funny, dude. Just out of nowhere, "I'm walking here, New Yorker." That was so stupid. Oh my god, yes, the Kiara. Is that, are you talking about the thing with her and Iris? Or was that a different thing that Kiara did? Because I saw the, they had the two cosplayers in the crowd, and they kissed, and then they, like... and then they had the whole MC segment. When I didn't notice the cosplayers when I watched it live, so they did that intro, and I was like so confused. I was really confused about, like, what is this bit they're going for right now? I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about or why they're doing this. I thought it was like so random to do that, because I was also like, wouldn't like, why would you want to go against the Takamori shippers, bro? That's like one of the strongest crowds. But at the same time, having gotten the context after the fact, that bit was really funny. I think it was very funny. And on top of that, I think it's funny that Kiara like coordinated it with them too. Like they literally coordinated it over Twitter. The cosplayers were such a mood, man. It's like, are you guys gonna be cosplaying Takamori again tomorrow? We weren't, but like we could make it happen though. That philosophy of like I wasn't planning on it, but like we could make it happen though. That's like so me, bro. The amount of times ever since I became a VTuber that I've been talking to people and somebody will like pitch some idea and I'll be like, I mean, I could do whatever, right? Make myself available for whatever is happening. Always makes me laugh. There's just like so much spontaneity to the community. I feel like very fun. But it was great. I feel like I hadn't been looking at the like the music scene for VTubers as much, and especially like live shows and stuff like that. I hadn't been paying as much attention to. So I think this summer there was a lot of really good like concerts to come out of Hololive specifically, but there was some other cool stuff I've seen this summer in general. Lots of people doing cool stuff. Makes me want to do more music, do more performing and whatnot. I gotta start picking up some cardio again. I want to try and start learning to dance, but it's so difficult because I have like no space in my room. My room is so cluttered. I know Rita just put out a dance or like a dance guide recently. I wanna check out that like dance exercise routine because I'm sure it'll be fun. I just hope that I have space. Let's see, what can I buy to improve my odds of this game? I can buy disorient, long corners. Extra tanks already out of the pool. Okay, let's just buy these two and then roll it. Spring runner, please. Ah, we hit the other one. Yeah, I've been exercising like a lot more like consistently as of late. Like I made a post about it recently, but I've been exercising regularly for the past month. which I'm really proud of myself for, because normally I don't think I've even like exercised consistently for like a week before I started like about a month ago. But well, I've been going regularly, you know. I've been staying on top of it. I think that I haven't particularly I'm not getting like built per se. You know, I don't think that my physique has changed a lot. But even just like, I don't know, I can feel like muscles in my arms, like my biceps. They don't feel like nothing anymore. I feel like I've never looked that skinny. Like I'm an average weight, but despite that, I'll still be like very not muscular. So it's kind of fun to actually feel like there's a little something there. Feel the fruits of my labor paying off. The dance vid went private? Oh, what happened? Was there like copyrighted music or something? Let me see. You're right. It's not there. Oh, I wonder what happened. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Oh man. I was hoping to look at that. But yeah, I want to get more into learning to dance. I think one thing though, I was gonna say I think that I don't really have the cardio for dancing, but at the same time, it would be a good way to build more cardio. So that would be like definitely a different perspective to look at. I've been walking a lot lately. I just haven't been like going out of my way to train cardio, like proper like workouts, you know what I mean? It's been a little while since I've even like gone for a jog or something, so it would be good to get back onto it more. Because I remember before I started exercising regularly, I was in that mindset of like, I want to exclusively focus on like legs and like cardio, endurance, whatnot, because I was sort of thinking about it from a mindset of like, I want to be able to dance and perform in the future. But then, you know, that kind of, it was because there was an event for an anime convention coming up, and so I wanted to like get into form for that. But once that was passed, I kind of didn't have like the immediate pressure to motivate me, I suppose. And so I didn't really stick with it. But I think that now that I've just been like exercising regularly for a month, just for the sake of it, just like I'm enjoying the process, I'm making a habit out of it, I think I would be a lot more likely to be able to keep on top of like, I don't know, if I took a day or two a week to do more like cardio type stuff, or to try and pick up like dancing or something like that. I think I would have a better foundation to stick with it, which would be fun. Oh, is it just a limited time thing for Rita? I see. Maybe I could just poke her about it personally. Maybe I could just see if she'll pass it to me. Also, we got spring butter. Yo. This is a really good run. I'm getting like nearly every skill that I wanted to pick up. Okay, let's do some quick maths. Will I have enough skill points to buy all the hints I need to buy? So I need 100, 280, 400, 520, 680-ish. I think I should, oh wait, like 750. Or if I wanted to go for this even, like 820, that's a lot, okay. It would be good to run some extra races in that case. Let's do it. Run some more. There we go. But this could be a really good Gemini parent, actually. It's got the potential. That's for sure. Because we've picked up, like, all the sparks. I haven't had the best, like, racing records so far, unfortunately. But outside of that, so far we've been very good. What do I want to buy, like, now? What'll help me win consistently? Firm conditions. Take that. Yeah, I've been trying to do my loops. I will say it's really fun that having, like, started training for Gemini Cup early, even if it's not a lot, I've got some people actually borrowing my parents, so I'm getting some free stuff, which feels great because normally I don't have, like, anyone borrowing my parents, and I feel like I can't raise any of the, like, friend points as easily, or, like, the club points and whatnot. So it'd be nice to have more people actually borrowing my stuff. I feel like in some ways, even above just, like, trying to get a really good parent so that other people will borrow it, I kind of want to try and do it just so that, like, my friends who are a bit more casual about Umamusume, I can just sort of be like, don't even worry about it, just borrow my horse. Just borrow my parent. It'll be good, you know, don't have to, like, jump through a bunch of hoops hopping on, like, the Umamusume database and trying to do that, you know. You can just borrow mine and then keep it nice and simple. You don't have to, but thank you. If you're trying to if you're gonna raise an end closer for the upcoming Champions Meet, the Gemini Cup, my legacy should be pretty solid for that, if nothing else. It's got a lot of good white sparks on it, so you could get some good stuff there. I might get a better one just now. If I get lucky with what, like, white sparks land here, or I mean, I guess just what sparks land in general, this could very well be better than the one that I've got up right now. And then it'll be really good because it's got the old one in the tree anyway. So I'm hoping that we'll get a really strong parent right here. Alright, you can do it. You can do it, Grass Wonder. Win the Arima Freenan. Boom. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then now we just need to win URA and hopefully get URA Finals Sparks. I will say, by the way, I super underestimated how good the URA finale sparks are. Those sparks are so strong. Like, I thought that my stat lines were gonna be, like, a lot weaker because I wouldn't have, like, as many stars or whatever while you're grinding for white sparks. But URA finale inspirations give you so much, like, stats, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, come on, Grass Wonder. Focus. Lock in. Okay, okay. Buy a neck. Oh my goodness. I hope that we actually win the URA finale qualifier, or, like, the URA finale on this run. Because this is a good run. I've got a lot of good skills to pass down. Let me make sure that I've done my math correctly. So I still need another 100 for this. About 160 for this, so like 260 for the last two greens. I've already got Corner Adept and Recovery. Straightaway Spurt is another 160, so that'll be like 360. Long corners I can probably afford to get doubles, and then probably not end closer. Found the post. Rita mentioned her workout being up. Oh, sure. Yeah, I would love if you put that in the Discord. Thank you. That would be great. On No. Grass Wonder, please. No, Glue Wonder, stop. No. Lock it. I'm gonna watch the race for moral support. Please. Not the Glue Wonder. I'm begging you. This run is so good. Don't die. Let me see. You can just put it in general, I think should be fine. Thank you. Oh, this is right-handed and standard distance. This should be a good race, I feel like. Oh, but wow, it's stacked though. Seiyun Sky, McQueen, Taiki Shuttle. Ooh, yeah. Okay, this is a tough race for sure. Oh, this looks good though. We're in first already. Got the disorient proc. Oh my god, why is winning ticket flying? Stop! Stop, come back! No! Blue Wonder, why? Why do you suck? Wait, why is she so slow? Wait, why is she so slow? What? Wait, why did she wasn't boxed or anything. 2,000 meters. I 100% had enough stamina. Wait, what happened? Was it guts or something? Is my guts like really low? Well, that sucks because now we don't get any URA finale. Oh man, this run was good, dude. 3-4. No, my guts should have been fine. I have no idea. Maybe it's just medium being only a B makes it tough. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't think we'll be using this one then as a parent since we miss out on URA finale sparks, but we'll see anyway. Okay. I don't feel too bad about missing that. There's some stuff that would have been nice, but it's all good. Should I run somebody else maybe? Maybe there's a different career that would be easier. I guess I won't be training Rudolph as my main parent until I've already, like, got everything else, and, like, Rudolph won't be in the tree anymore anyway. Right? Because eventually we're gonna be using Biwa with Rice Shower and somebody else. Maybe, like, Nice Nature, or if I get, like, an extra star on Tachyon or something, I don't know. Something like that. So I think what we can do, I think we can run Rudolph now, actually, and then we'll probably have an easier career. So let's see, we need my Nice Nature. Take this Ogre. Borrow Nishino Flower. I think we have time for one more parent run, and then it'll be time for the finals, man. It's so nerve-wracking that you only get one race for the Champions Meet finals as well. Like, you just win or you don't. Once you're in there, you're in there. Thank you, TND. I appreciate it. Is this in like a different Discord? I don't think Rita has a Discord, right? Or is it like a Prism one or like a fan one or something like that? I should join. Need more free emotes and stuff like that. That would be fun. I remember one time I was out for a walk in the spring. It was during like the cherry blossom season, so I was downtown looking at cherry blossoms. And I remember I saw somebody just walking about with an Aoi Tokimori like sweater, I think it was. I think they had a sweatshirt of Aoi Tokimori. And I didn't even process it when I walked past. So I walked past them for like a good like minute, and And I didn't think about it, and I was like, oh my god, I should have said something to that person that I just walked past, dude. They were wearing an Aoi shirt. Like, that's crazy. Like, seeing that in the wild, I feel like that's so crazy to just happen, like, randomly. But I didn't think about it. Didn't even cross my mind. But that was cool. The one time that I saw Prism Project merch live in the wild. There's a Prism fan Discord. Okay, that's what I figured. I figured it was something like a Prism fan Discord. I kind of wish that I found Prism Project like earlier into my like VTubing days, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, I remember I found Prism, I think maybe once or twice before they disbanded, but like where I really found it was Rita's video about when she was leaving Prism Project, which was like really trippy. That is how I found Rita as well, because I'm pretty sure I maybe saw like 1 or 2 song covers by her before that point, and then I just like forgot. Like I just went on about my day, right? There's lots of VTubers where it's like you see a song cover and you're like, wow, that was sick, and then you kind of just go on, right? But I remember that video was what made me like look at her other stuff again and like eventually sign up for her like concert or whatever. But it's always one of those scenarios where you meet people in the industry who used to be part of like a group, but it disbanded. And you're kind of like, I wonder, you know, it would have been interesting to be around more like back when they were still in a group like that. Would have been cool. But I also think that she's just still up to so much like cool stuff all the time on her own anyway. Rita's just cool. Just one of those people who it's like you always pop by and something is cooking. And I have so much admiration for people like that. Because I'm always trying to be more productive, but I struggle. Today I was decent. I woke up and I did like 2 hours of mixing this morning. And I'm proud of myself for that. Because you know what? It's not like a super long amount of time, but I made good progress. And that's what matters, right? But I'm trying to get better about like being more routine for completing work. I feel like it always seems like it comes so naturally to some people, when in reality I'm sure that they probably like had to work their way up to that like level of work ethic too. But you never see the like climb. You only see where they are at currently. That's why social media is so like trippy to try and like look into stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, I remember I saw a really interesting video the other day. It was about body dysmorphia. But by the end of the video, the conversation kind of shifted to a topic of like, people just have like dysmorphia about life in the advent of social media. Like, you know, you always see like so much going on. There's like so much stuff to compare yourself to and to like endlessly kind of look higher, that it's very hard to find contentment, like almost no matter how far up you go with everything. And I thought that was like interesting. Like, I never thought about it that way, but it's low-key true. You know, a lot of people sort of like will walk around with dysmorphia about their body or like self-confidence issues, about like just a lot of different things, but not really like mentally categorize it like that. Like, they won't think about it like they have a problem, because it's so common now. Like, everybody has that problem. It's just interesting. Everybody got imposter syndrome now, man. But I also think that it's still cool to like as much as I can sit there and be like, I wish that I was more productive. I wish I was doing more stuff all the time. I think that like getting into VTubing has surrounded me with such like dedicated, like impressive people that I've come a lot farther than I would have otherwise, and I really appreciate that. And I think that, you know, as long as you're always trying your best, you can never be too hard on yourself. You know what I mean? Quite a way to find out about. Yeah, I know. A year and a half. Yeah, I think I really only stumbled into Prism through Rita like while it was on the way out. Now that I think about it, I don't think that I really was. It was like loosely on my radar maybe, but I wasn't familiar with like the people. And I think that there's so many. If nothing else, like I haven't gotten to watch a ton of people's streams, but I watched like a good few people, you know. I've watched like Rita's streams, Aoi's streams, Iku's streams, Nana's streams, like Shiki. Like I've checked out like a lot of people at this point, at least a little bit, you know. I can say that I dabble with watching like what the people at Prism, or well, the ex-Prism people are up to. And I think that aside from anything else, it is like gotta be the best like not mainstream org when it comes to like music for the Western VTuber scene. Like there are so many good singers from that group, man. There are so many good singers from that group. And they're like, there's a lot of people from Prism that actually, I think that all of them are great. I've seen Pina as well. I don't know why I forgot about Pina. I think aside from anything else, it's not even just that like they're good singers, but I think they have like a decently like heavy emphasis on like people who've dabbled a bit in original music relative to like most of the Western VTubing sphere. And I think that that's dope. I love that. Because that's the kind of stuff that I'm really into as well. So it makes me happy to see like another group doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's definitely easy to look outwards. I also think that even when you're looking inwards and at like what you yourself are doing and like working on, it can still be easy to like have unrealistic like preconceived notions about where you should be at, because there are like so many other people around you. And even if you're not like, I guess that would be a form of envy actually, now that I think about it. It's not like resentment in any way. Like I wouldn't consider it a negative emotion, but I suppose that if you still look at other people and all you're thinking is like, man, I wish I was as productive as this person, or you know, I wish I was as good at this thing as this other person, you're still like jealous, even if you're not like negatively like biased towards that person. Interesting. I guess there's like a stigma to those kind of words, to where you feel like I shouldn't be jealous or envious or whatever, but at the same time, like it's not necessarily like wrong to feel a certain way. It's just like, as long as you're acting appropriately on that feeling, I think. Interesting. I think that's like something I've come to think about more as I've gotten a bit older in general, is like sort of coming to terms with the idea that like you are allowed to feel emotions and like express them in ways that like, if you really tried to misconstrue it, it could be taken as being a bad person. Because you have to go out of your way to like antagonize it, you know what I mean? Like, just because you like, you know, jealousy and admiration are two sides of the same coin in a lot of ways, I feel like. It's just about how you process it. But, you know, on one hand, it's like, you know, looked up of, you know, it's very positively received to admire someone. But if you're like jealous of them and you're motivated to try and like get up to their level, then it's a lot less like out and out positively received, I suppose. Although, to be fair, I think that trying to improve yourself out of like an outward, like, I want to be as good as these people, I want to be better than these people, is kind of wrong. Because you will always be able to meet people who are even better than them. And you will, like, get to their level and be like, okay, now what? Like, what do I surpass next? It's not like you cross that one goal line and then you're like, okay, I'm finished. Like, I did it, you know? Eventually you might, but most of the time you cross that line and you're like, okay, now what do I aim for? And so if you always have to surpass something for that, then you'll never be satisfied, because you always have to keep like going one step further and then another step further and then another step further, which in some ways is dope, because then you just keep becoming like even more and more refined over time. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, contentment is important too, I guess. As easy as it is to run away from it forever. We can buy Kyoto Race Course. This is firm conditions. Yep. We can buy both of these. I think that's all for Yeah, I agree with that. Sort of like have your own goal, try to hit it, and then go to the next one, and just kind of proceed like that. That's how I've honestly, I think, like tried to move towards. Is I'll always just sort of come up with my own projects that I want to work on, my own ideas, try and like knock them down, and as I sort of go through with doing that, I'll just take people up on other like interesting or fun opportunities, and that's served me pretty well so far. I think I've gotten to experience a lot of really cool stuff as a result of that mentality. I will say though, like at the same time, I think that I am bad at finishing the things that I want to finish, like as quickly as I would like to. I work slower than I would ideally want. And so I can be kind of hard on myself sometimes about that. But you know what? I think it's okay. I think it's okay to go at my own pace. Yeah, I'm having fun with the current song that I'm working on mixing. I'm excited for when I can share that with you guys. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something different from a lot of what I've been putting out for a while. In general, I think that I'm still happy with my last couple song covers, but I haven't done like a really like majorly produced one for a bit. And so the next couple projects, there's some nice stuff cooking right now behind the scenes. I think we're gonna have a really dope autumn. A lot of cool stuff in the fall. I would probably use more guts. What do you got for me, game? What kind of raffle? Wow, we hit the max one twice in a row. That's crazy. What do I need to schedule? I need Osaka High schedule. Boom. How long do we have? Oh my god, Champions Meet is in 7 minutes. Oh boy. So yep, after this career, the day of reckoning has arrived, huh? I feel like it went kind of fast, actually. Like, for being something that went over the span of like 5 days, I feel like the event went by pretty quickly. That being said, though, it's mostly like not very attentive, I suppose. Like, you just kind of... All of the work is in the prep. Like, once you're prepped out, you kind of just show up and what happens, I guess. It's like in between some of the other competitive games I've played. Because I've played tournaments for stuff like, I guess Osu is probably a good example. Or Osu is probably the biggest one that I've done like tournaments for. Where, you know, it's like purely mechanics. Like you sit down and you have to like focus for hours and like really try and execute to the top of your level. And I've also played tournaments like I played a lot of Pokemon competitively in the past where there's a huge amount of emphasis on preparing like a really good team going into the event. You have to like do a lot of the work ahead of time, do a lot of the research and the theorizing to have what you need in order to win on that, like, you know, like actual tournament day. But you still have to sit down and like play a strategy game against another person, you know what I mean? Like it's not quite as binary as just, you know, you do 100% of the work is the prep, and then you sit down and you click the play button and see what happens, right? Because that's what Umamusume is like, you know. Everything is in the preparatory phase, you know. How good did you train your Umas? Because once it's tournament time, you just sit down and click the button and you see what happens, you know. Like, at that point, it's all up to the game what's going to go down. And in some ways, that's pretty fun. But in other ways, you know, it's just different, right? I think that I like it because it allows me to still be competitive in the same way that I was with other games. But it's a little bit more hands-off, you know what I mean? It's not quite as intense as having to like sit down and focus for like 10 hours straight playing a tournament. Because Pokemon tournaments are like that. Like, I kid you not, bro. Pokemon tournaments are wild. You will sit down and play like 10 rounds in one day. And they'll all be like an hour long. Like, it is crazy. Uma's be glue. Oh, no. Did you make it to Group B finals, Ada? Did you manage? I guess I'll buy this to try and narrow my hint, like, catalog a little bit. I'm trying to do a little bit of training for Gemini Cup before I, before we do the final race. Yeah, I'm doing some parent runs. Made it to Group B. Nice. Okay, okay. Nice. I thought I was going to end up in Group B. I was pretty surprised that I made it into Group A. Because when I streamed my matches, I think I went 2 wins, 1 win, 2 wins, and then on the very last one, I got my 3-win run on the last race of the day. Like, it was so close. It was so down to the wire. But then off stream, I think I won like 3-3-2-3 or something. Like, my win rate was totally fine when I played it off stream. So I don't know. I think my win rate for round 2 was somewhere around 45 to 50%. So if I get lucky, we might win. We might win the Group A finals. But I don't think I will. But it would be sick though. It would be really cool. I hope I win. I got my fingers crossed. Maybe everything will turn out great and my horses will not be blue. Wow, that is an insane stamina day for this deck. Too bad I do not need more stamina. Too bad I literally don't care. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to 600 speed at this rate. I should make 600 speed. I don't know if I'll make 600 power. How many skills did I get for this? So I got right, Kyoto, standard, firm, spring. Oh, I got everything. Okay. I got all of my greens for this run, but I don't think I hit straightaway spurt yet. No, I didn't. Okay, we need to hit a PC Amazon hint then. That is where the money is at. This is corner death, right? Thank you. I love playing hint gambling simulator. My favorite. Because, like, what I've figured out, this is my theorizing for the Gemini Cup, is there's no damn way that I'm going to be able to get high enough stats off of just my, like just out of the like support cards and the run itself. So I need like all the greens, bro. I need Spring Runner in there, right-handed in there. I need both stamina greens. Like, give me everything, bro. Fire Conditions, honestly, I need all the passive buffs I can get. Because I'm going to be struggling to hit those stamina or like just the everything requirements. 3,600 long? Like, that's so long. Okay, we got a Hisui Amazon hint. I need to buy everything I can to get like more chances. So end closer straightaways go in there. Stamina to spare will be a hint to take out. I think those are the only ones I've got to remove. So we have a 1 in 3 to get straightaway spurt. Please! Pretty please! Ah! Come on, man. Oh, womp womp. I mean, this is a really good training day, but the problem is I'm never using this if I don't get straightaway spurt, so I need energy to make sure that if I get a Hisui Amazon hint, I can at least click it. Man, the Night Owl at the very end of the run. Come on, bro. This is a bad omen. This is a bad omen for my champions meet. Uh-oh. Okay, I can buy... Can I afford Corner Adopt? I need 180 for this. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna win if I don't buy it. So you know what? Let's buy it. Let's err on the side of caution and just pick it up. Nice. All right. Can we at least win the parent run? We had Glue Wonder last time. Failed the URA semi-finals, not even the finals. But hopefully we don't get Symbolic Gludolf. Wow, the Infirmary didn't even heal my condition. That's messed up. I don't know, I find it really funny to try and like put glue in the name of like the different horses. It's funny how many of them you can like slot it into as like a nickname. Maybe this is why Rudolph is my favorite Uma. Maybe I am more pun coded than I thought. Maybe I like puns more than I gave it credit for. Because just the idea of Symbolic Gludolf is funny to me. Yo, it's actually crazy. Haruura is gonna be useful in the next champions meet as like a sacrifice horse. Like literally you bring her to... Well, I mean, if you think about it, the upcoming champions meet is the Spring Tenno show. It's basically like the Ari Makinen on steroids. It's the Ari Makinen if the Ari Makinen was like, what, 700 meters longer? But the point is that like almost nobody is going to be bringing front runners. So if your opponents have like a pace chaser or something, they'll get promoted to like a front runner sort of, and they'll get extra like distance out in front, which makes it harder for your end closers to catch up. But if you run Haruura as a front runner, then none of them will get the promotion. She'll tank all the way to the back anyway. So she'll just die. Like, I don't know. She's like a debuff horse. But, you know, at the same time, like it could end up being what you need. Okay, I'm not gonna burn all my clocks because I didn't get straightaway spurt. Womp womp. No luck for the first two, but now that that's over, you guys know what time it is. I guess for science, let's see what I missed. Let's see what I could have missed out on. It's not exact. There was other stuff I still would have bought, but how many of the greens would have got passed down? Let's take a look. Okay, well, I mean, this is really good if it had like any white sparks. Because I mean, long 2-star speed, that's solid. But right-handed only, that is pitiful. Alright, it's time. Are you guys ready for the moment of reckoning? champions meet in 11 hours. What? Final round start. Choose an Umamusume to run. Confirm. Wait, it's just a registration period for 12 hours? Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought we were going to get to run today. Okay, the marathon stream, we just go until 6 a.m. Easy. No. Oh, man. This is how the game gaslights me into streaming Umamusume every day for like a week straight. I mean, okay, I guess in some ways it could be better because, like, I guess it depends how long you have to run the race. Because maybe, like, the ultra tryhards, they're gonna hop on and play it instantly, right? Like, they're gonna play the run at 6 a.m. as soon as it drops. Or at least, like, right when they wake up. I don't know. I guess I'll have to do another Uma stream tomorrow. We'll do our last parent run for today. And then, you know what? Maybe after stream today, I will try and look at, like, a dance workout or something. I want to try to do it, man. I really do want to try to get into dancing. It's something I've always thought was cool. I just haven't had, like, a good chance to get into it. I don't know, though. I'll try. I'm gonna have to, like, do Tetris with the furniture in my room. I might have to flip my mattress up on its side just so that I have enough space to walk in my bedroom that I can attempt to dance. Like, I remember I was gonna try and do, like, an idol competition at an anime convention in, like, the past year. So I was thinking about how I was gonna, like, practice for it, right? And I quickly realized I would have to figure out, like, the stage presence aspect of it on the fly, because there was no way I was gonna be able to practice, like, walking off to the right a little bit, walking off to the left a little bit, and then, you know, going back to the center. Like, there's no room for that. You're in the center, and that's it. Like, you're just chilling in, like, the one little square of floor that I managed to carve out, and that's we make do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just make do with what you can. But I don't know. I guess maybe I could do it in the living room. I feel I work out in the living room, but I feel like I might be kind of embarrassed if I tried to learn how to dance in the living room. I feel like I would look silly. Not that that matters, but I think I would be able to focus more on the practice if I was by myself. You know what I mean? If I didn't feel like somebody might, like, be watching me. 70% hint. Do we click it? For content, YOLO! Oh! Yeah, oh, it didn't hit a useful one, but still, that's crazy. That was so stupid. Why did that work? Bruh. 99% hit for content. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna click the 90%. Believe it or not. 30%, that happens sometimes. 1%? I mean, I guess 1% happens sometimes, but I don't think that I want to roll that one. You know what? I think I'm gonna click the 99%. That's crazy that we actually won a 70% failure training with an important hint, though. That's funny. Maybe that's a good omen for this run. Maybe this run is gonna get very lucky. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I remember something that I saw. I think it might have been on like YouTube Shorts or something a while back. It wasn't a VTuber, I don't think. At least not publicly a VTuber. Maybe they're a VTuber. I don't know. But it was a guy talking about how he felt like he didn't really have hobbies, so he joined a K-pop dance group, and it was showing like how he went from not having like any experience dancing to like doing like a full choreography in 3 months. And I was like, wow, that's sick. Like, you know, I would want to be able to like pick up dancing like that. But then I also thought about it in the angle of like, hold up though, like a dedicated like meetup dance like training thing like that. That probably is expensive. Like, I want to learn how to dance, but I don't know. I feel like lessons probably be expensive. I wonder how expensive, I guess. Because, I mean, like, probably something like that probably exists in my city. It just depends, like, would it be affordable? It also probably wouldn't be nearby. But you know what? We move. I'm willing to commute for a good experience. I remember for a while I was going to a Scrabble club where it was like over an hour away from where I lived. Like I had to make like a long trek out every time. But I mean, you know, it was fun. It was like a nice little place to meet up with people, play some games. There was a lot of old people at the Scrabble club. Well, I mean, I guess that's not surprising, right? Like most people who play board games outside of, I'll say maybe D&D, I feel like 99% of people who play board games that aren't D&D are either like school age and they have a club for it there and that's like how they get into it, or they're old. Like retirement home, too old to be playing video games, but like I don't know what else to do with my time type of age demographic, you know what I mean? I mean, Scrabble's a good one to keep your mind fresh too, because it's all about memorizing stuff and then like putting that into effect, you know? How many like niche words can you memorize and then see while you're actually playing the game? It's all about like drawing those connections. So it's probably good for keeping your brain healthy as you get older. I wouldn't be surprised. Those kind of businesses have to compete with things like online teaching, so it should be reasonable cost. Maybe, actually. I guess that's true. I will say, though, like, I guess dance lessons is one of those things where it'd be kind of hard to recreate it online, right? Like, you could teach dance online, but, you know, you won't have, like, as good of a space to practice necessarily, and it just seems like it would be a little bit trickier. I don't know if the niche would be like quite as large as for some other things, but it's true. I should look into it. If nothing else, that's what I'm getting out of today, is that I think I want to look into trying to practice some dance. Need to get on the real idol arc. I need to dance. I need to keep working out. I need to keep practicing my singing, and then I need to get good enough cardio that I can combine the singing and the dancing, and it'll be epic. It will be generational. And then I'll be like, damn, I need to splurge on a 3D so that I can actually take advantage of that. I probably wouldn't actually do that, but I'm sure the temptation would rise up if I did acquire such a skill set. That's the danger right there. Is I would start thinking like, oh damn, it would be cool if I could like have a model that could do that, you know? I don't know that much about 3D tracking in general though. Like, I wonder, is it sort of similar to like VTube Studio, where you just like have the one camera and it just sort of like looks? Because I think Warudo works like that, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like very similar. But I know there's also like body tracking technology and stuff like that. I'm just not the most like, I guess, like burst in depth with how that kind of stuff works. It'd be cool to look into it. Probably costs like a boatload of money. Well, especially like, obviously costs a lot of money because any form of like getting the art done and the rigging done for a VTuber model, doesn't matter what kind you're picking, you're gonna be paying. You're gonna be paying. That's a complete sentence right there. But you know, I guess I'm curious, like from a hardware standpoint, what kind of stuff it boils down to. I have a really good CPU. I think my CPU would be able to process it. What I need to upgrade still is my GPU, because I don't know why. I redid my entire PC, except for some reason I didn't get a new GPU like a year or so ago. I still don't really know why I didn't get a new GPU. It's not like my GPU is bad. It's just like a significant step down from everything else. You know what I mean? Like my, I think my GPU is, what is it? RTX 3060. Like, not the TI one, just the regular one. Which is not bad. I mean, it's not, like, new by any means, but it's solid, right? It's good enough for the most part. I'm trying to remember what processor I got, because it's a pretty high-end. I can't remember if it was a Ryzen 7 or a Ryzen 9. Where do you check your CPU again? I'm trying to remember. About your PC, and then yeah, I have a Ryzen 9 7900X. So like my processor is pretty beefy. I got a good processor. But it's like kind of, but I guess my system is somewhat bottlenecked by the fact that the GPU isn't like strong to the same degree. Not that I'm usually the type of person to like care about running, you know, top-end like graphics settings on everything, but it would still be nice, right? Like you can never have enough in that kind of capacity, especially since a lot of stuff renders better off of the GPU than the CPU, like it's more efficient. So it would be nice in that regard, I suppose. That's something to consider. Maybe I'll think about getting a new GPU for Christmas or something like that. We'll see. Night Owl again? That's messed up. I already hit the straightaway spurt hint, so I don't have to click that. Have I done any useful stuff from Nisha yet? No. There we go, there's standard distance. But yeah, I think that my PC could probably run like 3D tracking. It would just be about actually assembling everything, you know what I mean? I was gonna say, I wonder if VR plays into any of that stuff, but I don't think it does. Like, I don't think that the VR has anything to do with the tracking. Because something I've always thought about is I don't think I would get enough use out of VR to actually buy it, but I would love to have a VR headset so that I could play Beat Saber. Beat Saber is like the one rhythm game that I've never been able to play that I always thought would be really dope to get into. Because like, the way that I think about it is I think that Beat Saber would be a sick way to like get a bunch of exercise in. I feel like the amount of movement required for that game would have you sweating like good. But also, it's rhythm gaming. Like I just like rhythm gaming just for the love of the game. Like forget it being like a workout, you know what I mean? I think that I would be in like a decent amount better fitness if I got into Beat Saber. Maybe I should look into how expensive VR is these days. Because, like, low-key, if I want to get more into cardio, I'm just saying, I would be up there swinging my arms around the whole time. Well, I guess that's not, like... How much would that really translate to cardio? Because your legs aren't really working. Like, you'd have to build muscle in your legs elsewhere. Like, you'd have to have other leg days and stuff. But, like, you would be breathing heavy and, like, your heart rate would be up. And I wonder if that would sort of make it similar. I guess it's probably not, like, bulletproof. But it'd be interesting. I'm curious about it anyway. I have to look into it. Because I have no idea how expensive VR stuff is nowadays. I feel like it's been around long enough that it might be a bit cheaper than it used to. But I also don't think it's been around so long that I would expect it to be, like, affordable, you know what I mean? Carrots. Game. Claw machine! Yippee! Will I get scammed by the claw machine? Oh, there's a big vodka back there. I'm gonna try and get it. I feel like with the slow claw, there's no way this makes it all the way, but I can pray. I can believe. Tachyon, no! No! Claw is rigged. Oh, there's another big one at the back. Alright, I'm going for it. Big Tachyon. Ah! Come on, man. I think I've had runs where... Wow, I won nothing. Damn, that sucked. Do you get a mood down for winning nothing? I don't think I've ever gotten 0 on the claw. Okay, you don't lose anything at least. That's good. I think the most I've ever won in one claw machine round was like 7 or 8. Like, I got a bunch one time. But usually you don't, though. I have really low director friendship. So I guess I'll do stamina day. My stamina's a little low as well. Double speed I would like to quit. Oh, but now my energy's low in case there's a hint. Uh-oh, there's a hint. Oh, that's an important hint. Alright. I can buy 1 level of Maverick to try and slim the cooldown. Would I like to buy deep breaths? I already have it. Okay. Alright, just send it. Nice. To the race course? Ow, Highlander. It'd be like that. Ooh. Let me get the health chakra. Nice. Run Osaka High this turn. I don't know why, but seeing the claw machine is making me think about going to the arcades. I haven't been to an arcade in a while, man. I think the last time I went to an arcade was when Echo Rose was visiting, and we went to Niagara Falls. There was an arcade there that we went to, and that was pretty fun. I mean, you know, arcades are always really expensive, but also, like, they're pretty fun, you know. Although some of the games are rigged, like claw machines are just straight up rigged. I know because I worked somewhere that had a claw machine set up, and I learned the hard way that that as sad as it is, it's true that they do in fact rig the claw machines. It's kind of interesting, you know, the way that it works. A lot of them don't have good prizes, if I'm being honest. Like, a lot of the time, the plushies aren't that good. Or, like, the only ones that look good are the ones that you know they can't grab. Like, sometimes you'll see a plush in a claw machine, and you're like, there's no way the claw can grab that. And sometimes you're just straight up right. Like, it's just too big or whatever. It won't fit. But the crazy thing to me about claw machines is even if you do it perfecally correct, right? Like, you grab it properly, you can still lose because there's like logic in the machine itself to basically look at like how many coins it has received, and until it's like made a set amount of money, it's not supposed to win. Like, that's why the claw will just sometimes like randomly drop even though you feel like you did it right. Because you literally did it right, but it just doesn't matter. The claw just scams you anyway. It's crazy, but that's how they make sure that they turn a profit on a lot of those like technically skill-based games. Because, you know, sometimes there are like arcade games like that or like carnival games where technically it is skill-based. Like, you know, it might be hard, but if you were to practice it enough, it should be consistently winnable. And a lot of the time when you see those, there's some sort of underlying, like, way that they have it rigged to make sure that you don't just farm them for a bunch of free stuff. As like silly as that feels, there's a really good like older YouTube video I remember by Mark Rober. Man, I haven't watched a Mark Rober video in so long. But Mark Rober did like a really good analysis about like statistical analysis of carnival games, where he got like him and a bunch of people to play. I think he brought like an MLB baseball player to play like the games where you have to throw stuff so that he could get like a strong assessment of like how biased those were, which I thought was really funny and like clever, to be honest. Like, I don't know if he still makes videos to the same kind of like standard that he was known for a few years ago, but his old stuff, I liked it a lot, I remember. We really have not hit a lot of hints, unfortunately, in this run. No spring runner, no Kyoto race course, no firm conditions. Those are the three we've missed so far. Kida-san hints? What races today? Tenno show? I don't need the Kida-san hint on the Tenno show. I mean, it's never too late for the hints to come. We could get it at the end of the run. This would already be 3 in a row. I can't do that. Wit again, I guess. Yeah, hopefully we can snipe some of the extra hits at the very end here. We only got a few turns left. But we won most of our G1 calendar, so that's good. I think we definitely got 8 G1 wins. Kishi Amazon hints. I mean, there's some good stuff I could hit with that. Like, we could get a bunch of late or like end closer sparks potentially. It's just a question of, okay, we could just get stats too, that's fine. The real question is what else will hit in this run. If we get any other good hints at the end. Maybe we'll get something. I can hope. Okay, nothing for the first day. Huge. Not even a single rainbow. So sad. It's like looking at corporate Twitter on July 1st. All the rainbows are gone. Sorry, that was a bad joke. That was stupid. It's low-key true though. I feel like during June, there's like so many companies that put the rainbow. But there's never anything outside of June. Wow, that was like the most boring last 3 turns ever. I got nothing. Okay, well, I'll still see what I can pass down because like this could still be good. I missed Spring Runner. I missed like the Kyoto race course. I missed like some other stuff. Firm condition. Missing firm conditions doesn't really matter. But like this could still give me straightaway spurt, URA finale. Some of the other end closer skills I could pass down. Like there's some solid stuff to buy here still. Right-handed is here. We got standard distance. That's always nice. Corner adept and recovery. Let's see. We need to buy Masterful Gambit, straightaway spurt. End closer straightaways is good to buy. Maybe Highlander is interesting. Stamina to spare is sort of nice in the sense that it makes it easier to slim down like hint farming during the run. So maybe we take Highlander, stamina to spare, and then got 100 points left. We could buy go with the flow is an option. We could buy like trick rear. Guess I'll take that, sure. Sure. Alright, Rudolph. Give me a good spark. 2-star power. We got straightaway spurt, end closer straightaways, Masterful Gambit, Kikasho, Japan Cup, turf power. This is not bad. There's no URA finals, unfortunately. If this had URA finals, I think I would probably settle for it in terms of like being a better legacy to move on from. But alas, it is what it is. Ooh, I love this song. Good recommendation, Silent Suzuka. Alright, well, I thought that we could do Champions Meeting today. I was wrong. I was wrong. You gotta wait 12 hours after you register, so I guess I'll be back tomorrow with Umamusume again. Not that I mind, of course, but we'll do something other than Umamusume on like Wednesday. I promise. I know it's been a lot of Umamusume recently, but I'm having fun with the Champions Meet. Alright, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me, for doing some parent runs anyway. I'm going to bounce for now. Hope you guys have good luck with your Champions Meet finals if you decide to run it before I see you tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Take care. Bye-bye.